What if I told you that accepting the wrong gift could destroy your wealth, ruin your relationships, and invite bad luck into your life? Yes, even the most innocent-looking present can carry hidden dangers you never imagined. In Buddhist teachings, certain gifts are believed to carry negative energy that can disrupt your happiness and prosperity. Today we'll uncover the 8 gifts you should never accept from anyone, and the surprising reasons why they attract bad luck. Stay with me, because the last one on this list is the most dangerous. And chances are, you've already accepted it without realizing what it could cost you. Let's dive in. Before we begin, if you are new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Number 8, sharp objects. Knives or scissors. Gifting sharp objects such as knives, scissors, or blades is often seen as thoughtful and practical. But these items carry a symbolic weight that can have unintended consequences. In many cultures and spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, sharp objects are believed to symbolize division and discord. When you accept such a gift, it is said to cut the bond between you and the giver. This disruption can manifest in various ways, from minor misunderstandings to major falling outs. While the intention behind the gift might be positive, the act of giving something so sharp can unintentionally create friction in relationships, severing the harmony you may have had with the giver. From a Buddhist perspective, relationships are seen as part of the interconnected web of existence. Every connection carries an energy flow, and sharp objects interrupt this flow. They embody a cutting force, not just physically but energetically, which can ripple into your life. Even if you don't believe in spiritual symbolism, you might have noticed conflicts arising shortly after receiving such a gift. While it might seem coincidental, energy imbalances like these are subtle and often overlooked. Many traditions suggest neutralizing the energy of sharp gifts by giving the giver a coin. In return, this small exchange transforms the transaction into a symbolic purchase, thus avoiding the negative implications of the gift. But sharp objects aren't just symbolic of relationship troubles. They can also cut into other areas of life, such as your financial or spiritual well-being. Sharp energy, as represented by these gifts, can create an invisible barrier in your life, making it difficult to maintain stability or balance. For example, you might notice unexpected expenses, workplace conflicts, or even a general sense of unease in your home. It's not that the object itself is inherently bad, but the energy it represents can be disruptive if not addressed. This is why it's crucial to remain mindful of the items you bring into your life and their potential impact on your mental and spiritual harmony. So if sharp objects can symbolize discord, what about gifts that represent emptiness? As we move to number 7, empty wallets or purses, you'll discover why even the kindest gesture can bring the energy of lack into your life, hindering prosperity and success. 7. Empty wallets or purses. A wallet or purse is often considered a thoughtful gift, symbolizing good fortune and financial prosperity. But when gifted empty, it takes on a completely different meaning. In many traditions, including those influenced by Buddhist teachings, an empty wallet or purse signifies lack, scarcity, and financial struggle. This symbolism is rooted in the idea that energy flows where intention goes. By giving or receiving an empty wallet, the intention of abundance is absent, leaving a void that can manifest as stagnation or hardship in the recipient's financial life. The act of gifting an empty wallet might seem harmless, but it subtly programs the subconscious mind to associate finances with emptiness. A wallet is not just an accessory, it is a vessel for wealth. When it is presented empty, it sets the tone for a future of lack. This belief is why many people include a small token, such as a coin or a bill, inside the wallet before gifting it. This practice ensures the energy of prosperity is present and allows the recipient to associate the gift with abundance. Rather than scarcity, such simple yet meaningful gestures are part of the broader spiritual principle of creating balance and harmony in all aspects of life. The negative effects of receiving an empty wallet are often not immediate but can manifest over time. You might find yourself struggling to attract new opportunities, or feeling as though your financial progress is blocked. While it's easy to dismiss these occurrences as unrelated, spiritual teachings emphasize that the objects we keep around us and their symbolism can have profound effects on our lives. An empty wallet, though seemingly insignificant, can carry the energy of limitation, which then affects your mindset and decisions. To counteract this, it's essential to either decline such gifts or fill them with money immediately upon receiving them, resetting their energetic intention. As we've seen, even well-meaning gifts can carry unintended energies that disrupt the flow of abundance. But what happens when a gift carries someone else's energy? History or struggles in the next section. We'll dive into number 6, used clothing, and explore how accepting such items might burden you with the unseen weight of their past. 6. Used clothing. While receiving clothing as a gift can be a thoughtful gesture, receiving used or secondhand clothing is seen with caution. In many cultures, especially in Buddhist teachings, clothing is not only a necessity, but also an extension of one's identity and energy. When you receive used clothing, it is believed to carry the energy, emotions, and experiences of the previous owner. Whether it's a hand-me-down from a loved one or an item found in a thrift store, the energy embedded in the fabric can unconsciously transfer to the new wearer, affecting their personal energy and spiritual balance. This is especially true if the previous owner experienced emotional struggles or financial difficulties, as these energies could linger in the clothing, creating an invisible burden for the new owner. From a Buddhist perspective, it is important to maintain clarity and purity in both body and mind. Used clothing, being a reflection of someone else's past, could interfere with this purity by carrying unresolved emotions or negative energy, even if the previous owner has long since let go of their struggles. The item itself may still hold on to these energies. This is why many spiritual traditions warn against accepting used clothing, as it can interfere with one's personal energy field. Moreover, clothing is not just a practical item. It holds symbolic value, representing your relationship with yourself and the world. Wearing someone else's clothing can, therefore, blur the lines between your personal identity and the energy of the previous owner, creating a sense of imbalance or confusion. Another aspect to consider is the emotional connection to the used clothing. If the clothing was once worn by someone who passed away, suffered a personal tragedy, or went through a period of hardship, this energy can remain attached to the fabric. Accepting such clothing could inadvertently invite these same experiences or emotions into your own life. Whether consciously or unconsciously, the subconscious mind is highly receptive to energy and symbolism. And something as simple as a sweater or a pair of shoes can unknowingly pull these energies into your personal space. In Buddhist teachings, it is essential to be mindful of what we allow into our environment, as everything around us has an impact on our mental and emotional well-being. However, not all used clothing is inherently negative, and it's essential to assess the context. Sometimes secondhand clothing can carry positive energy if it was given with love, or if it's been cleansed or blessed. But the general rule is to be cautious with used items, especially when they come from someone you don't know well, or when you feel an inexplicable sense of unease about the item. By refusing such gifts, you protect yourself from inadvertently carrying the emotional and spiritual baggage of others. This concept also applies to other items with personal histories. So what about the gifts that come with an even deeper spiritual burden, carrying the weight of someone's intentions or past actions? Let's move on to number 5, religious or spiritual artifacts, and understand why accepting them might affect your spiritual path. 5. Religious or spiritual artifacts. Receiving religious or spiritual artifacts as gifts can seem like a meaningful and thoughtful gesture, especially if the giver is well-meaning and shares your beliefs. However, such items can carry a significant amount of spiritual energy and symbolism which may not always align with your personal beliefs or current spiritual state. Many religions, including Buddhism, emphasize the importance of sacred objects, and these artifacts are considered to hold powerful, concentrated energy. When you accept a religious or spiritual item without fully understanding or respecting its purpose, you risk inviting confusion, imbalance, or unwanted energies into your life. From a Buddhist viewpoint, sacred objects are tools to help guide spiritual development, such as statues of deities, prayer beads, or specific symbols. They hold profound meanings and are typically used with great reverence, intention, and understanding. When someone gifts you such an artifact, the item carries their own spiritual energy, intentions, and beliefs. If these don't align with yours, it can create internal conflict or disrupt your own spiritual journey. For example, if you receive a Buddhist statue from someone who practices a different religion, the energy it carries might conflict with your own, causing confusion and obstructing your connection to your own faith. Furthermore, certain spiritual artifacts can be deeply personal. A prayer bead set, for instance, holds the personal prayers, intentions, and spiritual growth of its previous owner. Accepting such an item, without the necessary understanding of its power and sacredness, can lead to spiritual imbalance. It's essential to approach these gifts with the utmost respect and reverence, as they are more than mere objects. They are vessels of energy. In some cases, receiving these items, without the appropriate connection or understanding, can inadvertently create a sense of spiritual confusion or unease. This is why it's often advised to either politely refuse such gifts or ensure that you are fully aligned with the energy and intentions they carry. The key takeaway is that accepting religious or spiritual artifacts is not just about receiving a gift. It's about respecting the energy and traditions they represent. If you're unsure about the item or its significance, it's important to take time to evaluate whether it fits with your current spiritual path and whether it might bring any unwanted energy into your life. Gifts like these can have a lasting effect on your spiritual journey, either elevating your practice or causing disturbances. So if religious artifacts might disrupt your spiritual path, could other personal or mundane gifts carry a similar weight? Let's move on to number 4, old mirrors, and see why these items can carry a heavy spiritual burden. First, old mirrors have long been considered powerful tools in various spiritual and cultural practices, often symbolizing reflection, truth, and self-awareness. However, receiving an old or second-hand mirror as a gift is seen with caution. In many spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, mirrors have the ability to reflect not just our physical image, but also our energy, thoughts, and emotions. When you accept an old mirror, it is believed to carry the energy of those who have used it before, the reflections of their experiences, thoughts, and even emotional states could be inadvertently transferred to you. These unseen energies can attach themselves to the mirror, making it more than just a reflective surface. Its energy can shape your own perception, influencing your mood and well-being. Buddhism teaches that everything around us is interconnected, and that includes the items we keep in our environment. Mirrors in particular are seen as powerful tools that hold the potential to affect not just our self-image but our spiritual path. A mirror in the home is often used to reflect light, clear the mind, and create balance. But an old mirror, one with a past, can bring in energy that doesn't align with your current state of mind or spiritual growth, just as mirrors can reflect the external world. They can also reflect the internal, magnifying your thoughts and emotions. An old mirror may unknowingly amplify negativity or unresolved issues from the past, making it difficult to maintain clarity and peace. The effect of an old mirror is subtle but powerful. In some cases, it can reflect past trauma or emotional baggage of those who previously owned it. If the mirror was once in a space where arguments, sadness, or confusion took place, it could be carrying the residual energy of those emotions. Accepting such an item as a gift means you're unknowingly inviting that energy into your space. It can disrupt your sense of balance and clarity, preventing you from seeing your true self clearly. That's why it's often advised to avoid secondhand mirrors, or if you must accept one, cleanse it spiritually before bringing it into your home. Cleansing rituals such as using sage or salt water can help to reset the energy of the mirror, removing any lingering negativity, and allowing you to use it for your own reflection and growth. Furthermore, mirrors are considered sacred objects in many traditions because they provide a glimpse into the true nature of reality. In Buddhism, the mirror symbolizes wisdom and the ability to see beyond illusions. When an old mirror is gifted, it may be attached to certain illusions or misunderstandings that no longer serve your spiritual path. This is why receiving an old mirror can be seen as potentially detrimental to your personal and spiritual journey. The energy embedded in the mirror could cloud your perception, making it difficult to maintain the clarity and focus needed to move forward. As we transition from mirrors that reflect the past, let's explore number 3, clocks and watches, and how these timepieces can influence your perception of time and your life's energy. 3 clocks and watches. Clocks and watches are deeply symbolic of time and the way it governs our lives. They are constant reminders of the passing of time the limits we face, and the opportunities we must seize. When gifted to someone, however, these timepieces can carry a heavier burden than just their function of keeping time. In many cultures, including Buddhist teachings, clocks and watches are viewed with a sense of caution. This is because time is a finite resource, and the energy of time, when given as a gift, can subtly influence your life's trajectory. It can carry the weight of urgency, stress, or even the fear of running out of time. If someone gifts you a clock or watch, especially an old one, the gift may not just be about measuring time. It could represent an attachment to past moments, regrets, or the unconscious pressure to hurry through life. The energy of a clock or watch is deeply linked to your relationship with time. Buddhism teaches the importance of being present in each moment and cultivating mindfulness. However, receiving a clock or watch can inadvertently remind you of deadlines, schedules, and the feeling of constantly needing to catch up. This can interfere with your ability to remain grounded in the present moment, creating an underlying sense of anxiety. Old clocks, in particular, can carry the energy of past owners' relationship with time, whether it was filled with stress, hurry, or a lack of satisfaction. These energies can become embedded in the item, subtly influencing your perception of time, and possibly leading to feelings of urgency, impatience, or a sense of being overwhelmed. Moreover, gifting someone a clock can signify the desire to influence their future. Clocks are reminders that time waits for no one, and in this sense, gifting one can carry the unspoken message of running out of time, or not having enough of it. This can unknowingly cause the recipient to become fixated on time, whether it's a constant awareness of how little time they have, or the pressure to achieve certain things within a set time frame. From a spiritual perspective, this disruption of the flow of time is a distraction from the present moment, where true peace and clarity lie. Accepting such a gift may pull you away from mindfulness, making it more difficult to appreciate the beauty of the present, and instead focusing on what has passed or what is yet to come. If you've ever received a clock or watch and felt a sense of unease or pressure, it may be because of the spiritual energy it carries. It's important to recognize that time itself is an illusion in many spiritual teachings, including Buddhism, and that the gift of time-related objects can cloud your perception of life's true purpose. To counteract this, it's important to keep a mindful approach to the clock or watch, and not allow it to become a symbol of limitation or stress. But what happens when the gift itself is something more mundane? Like number 2, broken items. How can accepting something that is already in disrepair affect your personal energy and well-being? Let's move on to explore this next 2. Broken items. One of the most common items to avoid accepting as a gift is something that is broken or damaged. In Buddhism and many other spiritual traditions, broken objects are considered to carry negative energy, often representing brokenness or unresolved issues. Whether it's a cracked vase, a broken lamp, or even a chipped plate, these items are believed to symbolize a disturbance in the flow of energy. Accepting broken items as gifts can unknowingly invite negative energies into your life. When an item is broken, it is seen as incomplete, which might subtly transfer this feeling of incompleteness into your own life, leaving you with a sense of dissatisfaction or a lack of wholeness. Broken items are symbolic of something that is no longer functioning as it was intended to, whether that's a physical item or an aspect of one's life. In the same way, accepting such an item might indicate that something in your life is out of alignment or in need of repair. From a spiritual perspective, the act of accepting broken things can unconsciously send a message to the universe that you are accepting imperfection, dysfunction, and negativity. Over time, this can manifest in your own life, where you may experience breakdowns or delays, as if you're unable to move forward smoothly, just as the broken item was once unable to perform its intended purpose. Another reason why accepting broken items can be detrimental is that it can foster a mindset of scarcity and lack. When we accept broken things, we may subconsciously attract more brokenness into our lives. The idea is that accepting damaged or incomplete gifts can reflect our own internal acceptance of imperfection or limitation. From a law of attraction perspective, broken items can reflect a state of attracting more negativity and challenges. It's vital to cultivate an environment where everything serves a purpose and holds positive energy. rather than living with items that remind us of what's not whole or functioning properly. So if broken items are not a good choice, how about the most common item we hold dear, but perhaps unknowingly shouldn't receive as a gift? Let's look at number 1, cash or money, and see why accepting it as a gift might be risky. 1. Cash or money. Cash or money is one of the most commonly given gifts, especially during festive occasions or celebrations. While it may seem like a practical and generous gesture, receiving money as a gift carries with it a significant spiritual burden. In Buddhist teachings, money is seen not just as a physical medium of exchange, but also as a symbol of the energy you attract into your life. Accepting money from others can, in some cases, create an imbalance in the energetic exchange between the giver and the receiver. When you receive money as a gift, especially from someone who may have financial struggles or negative intentions, it can carry their energy along with it, leading to an unintentional exchange of their challenges and financial blockages. Buddhism teaches that true wealth is not merely about material possessions, but about cultivating an abundant mindset and a balanced approach to life. When money is given as a gift, it can inadvertently disrupt this balance. The giver may carry their own fears, stresses, or anxieties related to money, which can be transferred into the cash you receive. This energetic transfer can result in subtle feelings of insecurity or lack in your own life. If the giver has an unhealthy relationship with money, whether it's an obsession with wealth or stress over financial struggles, those energies can enter your life and disrupt your peace. This is why many spiritual practices discourage accepting money as a gift, as it can carry the vibrations of the giver's financial state, whether positive or negative, from a spiritual perspective. Money is a reflection of your own values, intentions, and energy. Accepting money without being mindful of the energy attached to it can create unwanted attachments or dependencies. Money, when given with the right intentions, can be a beautiful gift that supports prosperity and well-being, but when it's given out of obligation, guilt, or expectation, it can have a draining effect. For this reason, it's important to approach money gifts with discernment. If the intentions behind the gift are not clear or aligned with your own values, it's better to refuse such gifts to maintain your own energetic harmony. So what is the best way to receive and give gifts that carry positive energy and attract abundance? Perhaps it's time to rethink how we approach all types of gifts, from material items to emotional exchanges. To protect your energy and maintain balance, it's essential to be mindful of the gifts you accept. Broken old or money-related items can carry unwanted energies that disrupt your spiritual well-being. Choose gifts that align with your values and bring positivity into your life. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts. Stay mindful and attract only the best energy into your life.
Please subscribe my channel and watch my video, like and share video. Thank you.